I started thinking again about this thing of royalties for actors, for people who do acting work. Two people I met, one this week, one last week. Where was I? Like, I think I was at, there's a new office that we've moved into at work, and someone from one of the other companies says, "Hey, I saw you in that thing with the insurance company. That there's something that I shot for, which was sponsored by an insurance company. This I did something like, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. They're still playing it now on SABC One or SABC, one of the channels, because I remember it was for SABC, right? And then there's another a lady, the cashier. I was doing groceries. When I come to pay, the lady says, "Hey, I know you. I saw you on TV yesterday." Yesterday on what? Then there's this film I did also, Doulas. I think it's more than 7 years ago. I could be wrong, but I think that's how long it was. It was like a long time ago. So they're still playing this stuff. I've done this stuff long ago, but I'm not getting paid for it. So what it means is they still take the product, they service it to people using our likeness and not paying us. And the fault lies with the government, because legislation in South Africa, you don't have to pay actors royalties. Like, the broadcasters don't have to pay. It's done for music. I'm not sure for what else. Like, I supply music to TV shows. When I put a song on a TV show, like library music, they pay me each time that thing plays. Whether you're streaming it on, let's say it's Netflix or like a DSTV stream, I get paid each time. I get paid when they play it. I get paid for the repeat. I get paid for the omnibus. If it somehow comes back on another channel, I still get paid for the music. But for the acting work that I've done, the playing stuff that I did like so long ago that I forgot some of the stuff. But they still reuse the stuff, and they don't pay us for it. And it's all because of government legislation. President Cyril Ramaphosa has been sitting with this legislation, I think, from his first term. And other presidents before him never took care of artists when it comes to that. So the government really should be ashamed of themselves. They really, really should be ashamed of themselves. That's why you have these actors that like die poor. They're complaining. They don't have medical aid. They don't have that's their only thing that they know how to do. Some of us can do other things. For example, I work in the IT space. I do IT sales. I get paid every month, and I can make commission. And I do library music. I supply. If I didn't know how to do those things, I'd have nothing. I'd have no money even for bread now, as we speak. When was the last time you saw me do a TV thing? So if I had nothing else that I was able to do, I would be flat broke now because of our government. The broadcasters know that they don't have to share any of the ad revenue that they make. Why do you think some of the people, that's why we move to things like YouTube, social media, because why waste your time in something that doesn't pay you, So really, the government should really, really be ashamed of themselves in how they handle the art space. It's really, really a disgrace that you can have companies that are multi-million rand companies using our faces over and over again, the broadcasters, and they don't have to pay any royalty. They know they can get away with it because the government hasn't legislated. The money is there, it can be paid. It's not that there's no money to pay artists. So now we have to live with this thing. You are on the whole time. Sometimes you go to shop. There's a building here. You go to the shop, you go somewhere, you're in a parking lot, people still come and talk to you about something you did a gazillion years ago. No, man, this is wrong, guys. And you're making us work overtime. Now when I haven't been doing anything on TV. And it's not like nobody wants me to be on TV. There's still production companies that will phone me and whatnot. There's people that I know in that space that still want me. Can you come do this, come do that? I turned those things down. I might now take them later if I've got leverage to negotiate better contracts, because The boss at work, like our national boss, said, look, I see you're not on TV anymore. Don't you want to do that anymore? So I was like careful. I thought it's a trap. I said, no, I don't want to do no TV. He says, but I wouldn't have a problem if you did it. You just have to be at a certain performance level at work. Then come talk to me. We'll speak to HR. Then if you're on the right performance level and you give us your call schedule, we'll give you a little bit of leeway to still do your TV. We wouldn't have a problem with that. So you see, even at work now, they supported me and said, you can carry on doing this thing as long as your work is done properly. Yeah, you can take your laptop and even work on your TV set when you have a break between shoots, as long as you don't drop performance at work. So I said, okay, let me get 4 months. I'll think about it. Let me get 4 months to maybe double or triple my number at work. And also think about how to build leverage using things like YouTube and so on, so that I don't go back to the exact same type of contracts that I went to. But what I can't help is broadcasters who just don't want to pay because the legislation is not there. They don't have to. They're not breaking the law, doing anything wrong. The problem is the government should legislate that if you're going to be using people's faces to make millions in advertising over and over again, you have to pay them. I cease government, man. Cease.